This video contains
DEDEDE, man. You're walking dreamland. You're born King DEDEDE by popular demand by his sponsors from Nightmare to Process. And read that damn famous fanfiction, my IMMORTAL or something. But before I do, y'all better like and subscribe to Team DissTube for more content. Get ready, dreamland, cause it's magic time. Chapter 1. Hi, my name is Body Darkness, Dimension Resin Way, and I have long body black hair. That's how I got my name. And purple streets and red tips that reaches my mid-back, and I see blue eyes like limpid tears. And a lot of people tell me I look like Emily Elephant. Don't joke, let's just get the hell out of here. I'm not related to Galloway, but I wish it was because he's a major fucking hottie. I'm a vampire, but my teeth are straight and white. I have pale white skin, and I'm also a witch. And I go to a magic school called Hogwarts in England, where I'm in the 7th year. I'm 17. I'm a goth, in case you couldn't tell. And said I wear mostly black. And I love hot to pick, and I buy my clothes. Hey, body, shoulder, voice. I looked up. It was Draco, my phone. What's up, Draco? Nothing. He said Charlie. But then I heard my friends come in. I had to go away. Chapter 2. The next day I woke up in my bedroom. It was snowing and raining again. I opened the door of my coffin and drank some blood from a bottle I had. My coffin was black to bottom, and inside it was hot pink velvet with black lace on the ends. I got out of my coffin and took off my handkerchief, which I was for pajamas and safe. I put on a black leather dress, the pentagram necklace, combat boots, and black fishnets on. I put on 4 pairs of earrings in my past ass and put my hair in a kind of messy bun. My friend, hello, and Raven, this is woke up then and grinned at me. She flipped her long waist legs, raven black hair with pink streaks, and opened her forest green eyes. She put on her Marilyn Manson shirt with a black belly, fishnets, and pointy high-heeled boots. We put on our makeup, black lipstick, white foundation, and black eyeliner. Oh, I saw you talking to Draco Muffo yesterday. She said excitedly, yeah, so I said, blushing, do you like Draco? She asked as we went out of the Slytherin common room and into the Great Hall. No, I so fucking don't, I showed it. Yeah, right, she exclaimed just then. Draco walked up to me. Ah, he said, hi. I replied friendly. Guess what? He said. What? Asked he. Well, Charlotte, I'm having a concert in Hogs meeting. He told me. Oh, my fucking God. I screamed out loud. Yeah, my favorite band besides mine. Well, do you want to go with me? He asked it. I gasped it. Chapter 3. On the night of the concert, I put on my black lace-up boots with high heels. Underneath them were rampant red fishnets. Then I put on a black leather mini dress with all this corset stuff on the back and front. I put a matching fishnet on my arms. I straightened my hair and made it look all spiky. I felt a little depressed then, so I slit one of my wrists. I made a depressing look while I waited for it to stop bleeding, and I listened to some. I painted my nails black and put on tons of black eyeliner. Then I put on some black lipstick. I didn't put on foundation because I was pale anyway. I drank some humming blood, so I was ready to go to the concert. I went outside. Draco was waiting there in front of his flying car. He was wearing a simple plaid shirt. He would play at the show too. Baggy black skater pants, black nail polish, and a little eyeliner, and a lot for cowboys were up. I said in a depressed voice, hi, buddy. He said back. We walked into his flying black Mercedes-Benz. The license plate said 666 and flew to place with the concert. On the way, we listened excitedly to good Charlotte and Marilyn Manson. We both smoked cigarettes and drugs. When we got there, we both hopped out of the car. We went to the most pit at the front of the stage and jumped up and down as we listened to good Charlotte. You come in cold. You are covered in blood. They are all so happy you were robbed. The doctor cuts your cord, hands you to your mom. She sets you free into this life, saying, Joe, I don't know the lyrics to that song. Joe is so fucking hot. I said to Draco, pointing to him as he sung, filling the club with his amazing voice. Suddenly Draco looked sad. What's wrong? Asked as we marched to the music. Then I caught on. Hey, it's like I don't like him better than you. I said, really? Asked Draco sensibly, and he put his arm around me all protective. Really? I said. Besides, I don't even know Joe, and he's going out with Hillary fucking Duff. I fucking hate that little bitch. I said disgustedly, thinking of her ugly blonde face. The night went on really well. And I had a great time, so did Draco for the concert. We drank some beer and asked Benj and Joe for their autographs and photos with them. We got concert tea. Draco and I crawled back into the Mercedes-Benz, but Draco didn't go back into a bus. Instead, he drove the car into the forbidden forest. Chapter 4. Draco showed it. What the fuck do you think you are doing? Draco didn't answer, but he stopped the flying car and he walked out of it. I walked out of it too, curiously. What the fucking hell, I asked angrily. Nobody asked it. Well, that's snappy. Draco leaned in extra close and I looked into his gothic red eyes. He was wearing color contacts, which revealed so much depression, sorrow, and evenness. And then suddenly I didn't feel mad anymore. And then suddenly, just as Draco kissed me passionately, Draco clambered on top of me and we started to make out Keely against the tree. He took off my top and I took off his clothes. I even took off my brow. Then he put his finger into my you-know-what, and we did it for the first time. Oh, I screamed. I was beginning to get an orgasm. We started to kiss everywhere, and my pale body became all warm. What the hell are you doing, you motherfucker? It was Dumbledore. Chapter 5. Dumbledore made him Draco, and I follow him. Kept shouting at us angrily. You ludicrous fools, he shouted. I started to cry tears of blood down my pallid face. Draco comforted me. When we went back to the castle, Dumbledore took us to Professor Snape and Professor McGonagall. We're both looking very angry. They were having sexual intercourse in the Forbidden Forest. He yelled in a furious voice. Why did you do such a thing, you mediocre dunces? Asked Professor McGonagall. How dare you? Demanded Professor Snape. And then Draco shrieked because I love her. Everyone was quiet. Dumbledore and Professor McGonagall still looked mad, but Professor Snape said, fine, very well. You may go up to your rooms. Draco and I went upstairs while the teachers glared at us. Are you okay? Oh, then Draco asked me gently. Yeah, yes, I lied. I went to the girls' dorm and brushed my teeth and my hair and changed into an ultra black floor-length dress with red lace all around it and black high heels. When I came out, Draco was standing in front of the bathroom and he started to sing I Just Want to Live by Good Chola. I was so flattered, even though he wasn't supposed to be there. He hugged and kissed after that. We said goodnight, and he reluctantly went back into his room. Said chapter 6. The next day, I woke up in my coffin. I put on a black miniskirt that was all ripped around the end and a matching top with red skulls all over it and high heel boots that were black. I put on 2 pairs of skull earrings. On 2 crosses in my ears. I spray painted my hair with purple. In the great hall, I ate some conchata cereal with blood and stain of milk and a glass of red blood. Suddenly someone bumped into me. All the blood spilled over my top. Master, I shouted and regretted saying it when I looked up because I was looking into the pale white face of a gothic boy with spiky black hair with red streaks in it. He was wearing so much louder that I was going down his face, and he was wearing black lipstick. He didn't have glasses anymore, and now he was wearing red contact lenses just like Draco's, and there was no scar on his forehead anymore. He had a manly stubble on his chin. He had a sexy English accent. He looked exactly like Joe Madden. He was so sexy that my body went oh hot when I saw him, kind of like an erection over on my girl, so I didn't get what you sick of. I'm so sorry, said in a sharp voice. That's all right. What's your name? I questioned. Mine is Harry Potter, although most people call me Vampire these days, he grumbled. Why? I exclaimed. Because I love the taste of human blood, he giggled. Well, I am a vampire, I confessed it. Really, Wimba? Yeah, I roared. We sat down to talk for a while. Then Draco came up behind me and told me he had a surprise for me, so I went away with him. Chapter 7, bring me to life. Draco and I held our pale white hands with black nail polish as we went upstairs. I was wearing red satin, the stings on my nails, and red nail polish and clothes that sound like a Marsu tool. I waved to Vampire. Dark Missouri was in his depressed eyes. I guess he was jealous of me that I was going out with Draco. Anyway, I went upstairs excited with Draco. We went into his room and locked the door. Then we started Frenching passively, and we took off each other's clothes enthusiastically. He felt me up before I took off my top. Then I took off my black leader bra and he took off his pants. We went on the bed and started making out naked, and then he put his bones thing in mine and we had sex. Heck, is that stupid? Oh, Draco, I screamed while getting an orgasm when all of a sudden I saw a tattoo I had never seen before on Draco's arm. It was a black heart with then a row through it. Not in bloody gothic writing with the words vampire. Let's scream till the top me snap for sudden of it chapter time well the look at the time that Tori rode through it. I was so angry. You bastard, I shouted angrily, jumping out of the bed. No, but you don't understand. Draco pleaded, but I knew too much. No, you fucking idiot, I shouted. You probably have it anyway. I put on my clothes all huffily and then stomped it out. Draco ran out of it. Oh, he was naked. He had a real big you-know-what, but I was too mad to care. I stomped out and did so till I was in Vampire's classroom where he was having a lesson with Professor Snape and some other people. Vampire Potter, you motherfucker, I got you. Chapter 8. Everyone in the class stared at me, and then Draco came into the room even though he was naked and started begging me to take him back. Yeah, it's not what you think, Draco screamed sadly. My friend, Mary Smith, smiled at me on the stage as she flipped her hair long, was linked gothic black hair, and opened her crimson eyes like blood that she was wearing contact lenses on. She had pale white skin that she was wearing white makeup on. Hermione was kidnapped when she was born. Her real parents are vampires, and one of them is a witch, but Voldemort killed her mother, and her father committed suicide because he was depressed about it. She still has nightmares about it, and she is very hot and depressed. It also turns out her real last name is Smith and not Granger. Since she has commas inside, and she is in Slytherin now, not Gryffindor. What's this? What is it that you desire? You ridiculed him with snake to me, then really in his cold voice, but I ignored him. Vampire, I can't believe you cheated on me with Draco. I shouted at him. Every old gasping. I don't know why Bonnie was so mad at me. I had went out with Vampire in my mind, so was it Bonnie for a while, but then he broke my hair. He dumped me because he liked Brittany, a stupid, preppy fucker. We were just good friends now. He had some rough, horrible problem, and now he's nothing, huh? Like I would hang out with a prep. But I'm not going out with Draco anymore, said Vampire. You're fucking right. Fuck off, you bastard, I screamed. I ran out of the room and into the forbidden forest, where I had lost my virility to Draco, and then I started to burst into tears. Chapter 9, I was so mad and sad. I couldn't believe Draco for cheating on me. I began to cry against the tree where I did it with Draco. Then all of a sudden, an horrible man with red eyes and no nose and everything started flying towards me on a broomstick. He didn't have a nose, basically like Voldemort in the movie, and he was wearing all black, but it was obvious he was nothing. It was Voldemort. No, I shouted a scared voice, but then Voldemort shouted imperious, and I couldn't run away. Crookshanks, I shouted at him. Voldemort fell at his broom and started to scream. I felt bad for him, even though I'm a sadist, so I stopped. You body heal the help, I must kill Vampire Potter. I thought about Vampire and his sexy eyes and his gothic black hair and how his face looks just like Joe Madden. I remembered that Draco had said I didn't understand, so I thought, what if Draco went out with Vampire before I went out with him and they broke up? No, Voldemort shouted back. Voldemort gave me a gun. No, please, I beg you. Thou must heal. If thou does not, then I shall kill that beloved Draco. How did you know? I asked it in a surprise way. Voldemort got a do so don't look on his face. I have to lick in his hands were cruel, and if you do not kill Vampire, then they'll know what will happen to Draco. He showed it. Then he flew away and really on his broomstick. I was so scared, man, I didn't know what to do. Suddenly Draco came into the woods. Draco, I say, ha, ha. He said back that his face was all sad. He was wearing white foundation and messy eyeliner, kind of like a pentagram, get it, between Joe Madden and God. Wait, are you okay? I asked him. No. Yeah, son, I'm sorry, I don't matter. You bought out, you cheated on me. I expelled. That's okay. He said all depressed, and we went back into Hogwarts together, making out. Chapter 10. I was really scared about Voldemort all day. I was even upset, went to rehearsals with my Gothic middle band, Blue Gothic Row 666. I am the lead singer of it, and I play Gothic. People say that we sound like a cross between Slipknot and the other people in the band are Bloody Mary Vampire Draco. Oh, no, we call him Double now. He has black hair now with blue streaks in it, and Hogwarts. Only 2 days Draco and Vampire were depressed till they weren't coming, and we wrote songs instead. I knew Draco was probably slitting his wrist. He wouldn't die because he was a vampire too, and the only way you can kill a vampire is with a chorus. We were singing a cover of Hell, and at the end of the song, I suddenly bust into tears. Everybody, are you all? Bloody Mary's in a concerted voice. What the fuck do you think? I was angry, and then I said, well, Voldemort came and the fucking bastard told me to fucking kill Harry, but I don't want to kill him because he's really nice, even if he did go out with Draco. But if I don't kill Harry, then Voldemort will fucking kill Draco. I burst into tears. Suddenly Draco jumped out from behind a wall. Why didn't you fucking tell me, Sheldon? How could you fucking pose a muggle bitch? Is that out of character? I started to cry. Draco started to cry too, sense, and then he ran out crying. We practiced for one more hour. Honey, the weather walked in and grilled. His eyes were all fire, and I knew this time it was because he had a head of cheese. What have you done? He started to cry while I slacked ass basically not swearing, and this time he was really upset. No killer body Draco has been found in his room. He committed suicide by slitting his wrists. Chapter 11. No! I screamed. I was horrified. Bloody Mary tried to comfort me, but I told her fuck off, and I ran to my room crying myself. Dumbledore chased after me shouting, but he had to stop when I went into my room cause he would look like a perv that way. Anyway, I started crying tears of blood, and then I slit both of my wrists. They got all over my clothes, so I took them off and jumped into the bath angrily while I put on a Linkin Park song at full volume. I grabbed a stick and almost tucked it into my hair to commit suicide. I was so fucking depressed. I got out of the bathtub and put on a black low-cut dress with lace all over it. Sandler put on black high heels with pink middle stuff on the ends and 6 pairs of skull earrings. I couldn't fucking believe it. Then I looked out the window and screamed. Snap was spying on me, and he was taking a videotape of me, and Lupin was masticating to it. They were sitting on their broomsticks. Yo, you fucking bird, stop looking at me, Nate. Are you penis or what? I screamed, putting on a black toe with a picture of Marilyn Mason on it. Suddenly, Vampire ran it. Aubrey kidnapped, bro. He yelled at Snape and Lupin pointed his wall. I took my gun and shot Snape and Lupin a gazillion times, and they both started screaming, and the camera broke. Suddenly, Dumbledore ran in. But it has been revealed that someone has to. He showed looking at Snape and Lupin, and then he waved his wand, and suddenly, Aubrey ran outside on his broom and said, "Everyone, we need to talk." What do you know, Aubrey? You're just a little Hogwarts student. I may be a Hogwarts student, 100% really, but I am also a satanist. This cannot be. Snap said in a crisp voice as blood dripped from his hand with Dumbledore's wand had shot him. There must be other factors. You don't have it, I yelled at madly. Lupin held up the camera, trauma fan. The lens may be ruined, but the tape is still there. I felt faint more than I normally do, like how it feels when you do not drink enough blood. Why are you doing this? Lupin said angrily while he rubbed his dirty hands on his coat. And then I heard the words that I had heard before, but not from him. I did not know whether to feel shocked and happy or to bite him and drink his blood because I felt faint. Because. Arjun said, and he paused in the air dramatically, waving his wand in the air, then swooped in and singing to the tune of a gothic version of a song by 50 Cent. Here's you a dolphin. Zap asked in a little afraid voice, cause he was afraid of me. He was connected with Satan because I love her. Chapter 12. I was about to slit my wrist again with the silver knife that Drago had given me in case anything happened to him. He had told me to use it valiantly against an enemy, but I knew that we must both go together. No, I thought it was Hedred, but it was Vampire. He started screaming. I knew my scar hurts, and then his eyes rolled up. You could only see his red whites. I stopped. How did I know? I saw it. And my scar turned back into the lightning bolt. No, I ran up closer. I thought you didn't have a scar anymore. I showed it. I knew but Dabo changed it into a pentagram for me, and I always covered it with foundation. He said back. Anyway, my scar hurt, and it turned back into the lightning bolt saved me, and I had a vision of what was happening to Draco. Voldemort has him bondage. Anyway, I was in the Strulus' office now recovering from my slit wrist. Snap and Lupin and Howard were there too. They were going to St. Mango's after they recovered because they were pedophile, and you can't have those fucking bots teaching in a school with lots of hot dogs. Dumbledore had constipated the side of the camera they took of me naked. I put up my middle finger at them. Anyway, Hagrid came into my hospital bed holding a bouquet of pink roses. You know me, I need to tell her something. He said in a serious voice, giving me the roses. Fuck off, I told him. You know I fucking had the color pink anyway, and I don't like fucked up preps like you. I snapped. Hagrid had been mean to me before for being gotten. No one know me. Hagrid says those are not roses. What are they dots to you pose a prep? I asked because I was angry that he had brought me pink roses. I saved your life, he yelled angrily. No, you did not reply. You saved me from getting a Paris Hilton video made from your show of scene and being moved by Snap and Lupin, who masturbated gets that spelled wrong. So it hit it silently. Whatever, I yelled angrily. He pointed his wand at the pink roses. These aren't roses. He suddenly looked at them without even looking his eye and muttered, well, if you wanted honesty, that's all you had to say. That's not a spell, that's in song. I corrected him wisely. I know. I was just warming up my vocal cords. Then he screamed, Peddler's Mirror, and I chronically remarshal for a codophic my fans out there. That is a trivia. Usually for Raven, I love you, girl. I'm on no KO. And then the roses turned into a horse black flame floating in the middle of the air. And it was black. Now I knew he was the prep. I can't believe you now, this Draco. Hedred rolled his eyes. I looked into the balls of flame, but I could nothing. I tell them, little said, watching the two of us watching the flame. What is the film's hair? Orivia's flames getting them. Find us so first. Nothing. I have found myself, folk, you mean old man. Hagrid, yo. Dumbledore looked shocked. I guess he didn't have a head of or else he would have said something back. Hedred stormed off back into his bed, going loud. Prof Dumbledore. Anyway, when I got better, I went upstairs and put on a black leader mini dress that was all ribbon on the ends with lace on it. There was some corset stuff on the front. Then I put on black fishnets and black high-heeled boots with pictures of Billy and Joe Armstrong on them. I put hair all out around me so I looked like Samara from The Ring if you don't know who she is or a prep, so fuck off. And I put on blue red lipstick, black eyeliner, and black lip gloss. You look co-ed. Well, Willie Man said sadly. Names get it, you did too. I said sadly too, but I was still upset. I slipped over my wrist, feeling totally depressed, and I sucked all the blood. I cried again in my bathrobe and put the shades on so Snap and Lupin couldn't spy me this time. I went to some classes. Vampire was in the hair of magic creatures. I looked all depressed because Draco had disappeared and he had used to be in love with Draco. He is sucking some blood from a Hufflepuff. He said in a depressed way, "Come back." I said in a quality sad way. We both looked at each other for some time. Harry had beautiful red got the guy so much like Dracula said. We jumped on each other and started screwing each other. Stop it now, you horny simply. Shouted Professor Godler was watching us and so was everyone else. Vampire, you fucker, I said, slapping him. Stop trying to screw me. You know I love Dracula. I shouted and then I ran away and growled. Just then he started to scream. Oh, you, I got hurt and then his eyes rolled up. You could only see his red whites. No, I ran up closer. I thought you didn't have a scar anymore, I shouted. I knew but double changed it into a pentagram for me and I always covered up with foundation. He said back, anyway my scar hurt and then I had a vision of what was happening to Draco. Voldemort has him bonded. I devote the tenants of with hope and telephone and happening to and I know they smoked up found the chapter 13. Vampire and I ran up the stairs looking for Dumbledore. We were so scared. Dumbledore, we both yelled. Dumbledore came there. What is it that you want now, you despicable snobs? He asked angrily. Voldemort has Draco. We showed at the same time. He lost in an evil voice. No! Don't. We need to save Draco. No, he said me and I don't give a darn what Voldemort does to Draco. Not after how much he misbehaved in school, especially with your body, said while he frowned looking at me. I never liked him that much anyway. Then he walked away. Vampire started crying, not Draco. He moaned, and don't fit gay guys a lick so hot. It's okay. I tried to tell him, but that didn't stop him. He started to cry tears of blood. Then he had a brainstorm. I had an idea. He exclaimed, "What asked him? You'll see." He said he took out his wand and did a spell. Then suddenly we were in Voldemort's lair. We ran it with our wand out just as we heard a crude voice say, "Oh, Kenneth, it was Voldemort." Chapter 14. Wanting some of this chapter is trainly scrape. Your excretion and this. We ran to where Voldemort was. It turned out that Voldemort wasn't there. Instead, the fat guy who killed Cedric was Draco was there crying tears of blood. Snake Tail was torturing him. Vampire and I ran in front of Snake Tail. Read my side, you despicable press. He shot as we started shooting him with the gun. Then suddenly he looked at me and he fell down with a loving dovey look in his eyes. He said, "This here 16 years old, so he's not a pedophile." Huh? I asked him, I love you, will you have sex with me? Asking Snake Tail. I started off and crude like, "What the fuck, you torture my and then you expect me to fuck you? God, you're so fucked up, you fucking bastard." So I said angrily, and I stabbed at him in the hair. Blood poured out of it like a fountain. He screamed. He started screaming and running around. Then he fell down and died. I burst into tears sadly. Snake Tail, what are thou doing? Called Voldemort. Then he started coming. We could hear his hot hairs clacking to us. So we got our broomsticks and we flew to Hogwarts. We went to my room. Vampire went away. There I started crying. "What's wrong, honey?" Asked Draco taking off his clothes so we could scrub. We had a sex back at it cause he's so sexy and I really hugged you know what and everything. So unfair. Why can't I just be ugly or plain like all the other girls and preps here except for the Lily Mallory cause she's not ugly or anything. Why would you want to be ugly? I don't like the preps anyway. They are such fucking sluts and slur Draco. Yeah, but Ariel was in love with me. Like Snape and Lupin took a video of me naked. Hagrid says he's in love with me. Vampire likes me and now even Snake Tail is in love with me. I just want to be with you up, Drake. I couldn't say it have made me less beautiful. I shouted angrily. And don't worry, nobody's a snob or anything but a lot of poets told her she's pretty and good at too many things. Why can't I just be normal? It's a fucking curse. I shouted and then I ran away. Chapter 15. The audio body showed Draco sadly, please come back. But I was too mad. Whatever now can go and have sex with Vampire. I shouted. I stormed into my room and closed my black door with my blood red cape. It had a picture of Marilyn Manson on it. He looked so sexy in a way that reminded me of Draco and Vampire. I started to cry and weep. I took a razor and started to slit my wrist. I drank the blood all depressed, and I looked at my black watch and noticed it was time to go to biology class. I put on a show ripped black jacket dress that said Anachi on the front in blood red letters and was all ripped and a spiky bell. Under that I put on ripped black fishnets and boots that said Joe all over them with blood red letters. I put my body black hair. Anyway, I went downstairs feeling all sad and depressed as also I did some advanced biology work. I was turning a bloody pentagram into a black gutter. Suddenly the gutter turned to Draco. Anyway, I leave. Shout sadly and not care what those fucking preps and posers think. I'm the most beautiful girl in the world. Before I met you, I used to want to commit suicide all the time. Now I just want to fucking be with you. I fucking love you. Then He started to sing it, trying to laugh and deep. We considered it our song now because we fell in love when Joel was singing it right in front of the entire class. His singing voice was so amazing and gothic and sexy, like a cross between Joe, Chester, Pierre, and Marilyn Manson, and the feet just got us so hot. You'll not know dare get the fuck out of her. I said after he was finished, some fucking Brett stared at us, but I just took up my middle fingers that were covered in black nail polish and learned trying to Dracos now and then. I love you. I said, and then we started to kiss just like Harry Duff. I fucking hate that bitch. In 2 minutes, Cinderella story. And we went away holding hands. Lupin shouldered at us, but he stopped as everyone was clapping by how sexy we looked together. Then I saw a poster saying that Brew would have a concert in Hogsmeade right then. We looked at each other all shocked, and then we went together. Hence, chapter 16. We ran happily to Hogsmeade. They saw the stage where Kid played. We ran and happily were there playing Hilda. I was so fucking happy. Garrett looked even sexier than he did in the pictures. Even Draco thought so. I could clearly see him getting an erection, but it didn't matter because I knew that we were the only true ones for each other. I was wearing a black leader mini dress and black leader plated boots with red rippy fishnets. Draco was wearing a black baggy shirt and black baggy pants. Anyways, we stayed in motion to hell and we French. We ran up to the front of the band to stage guys. Suddenly, John pulled off his mask. Joe did us. We guessed it wasn't him at all. It was Draco not going to a concert with us, shouting and railing after what happened to me last time. Even if it's me, don't know how much I licked them, even if it's much of them, it's so fat, and don't know how much I tried to what had it started like shot, so big to clap, we could play and take the clock, they take it, they could not, they could not, what cause we? You know, he get it uncomfortably cause guys don't like to talk about you know what? Yeah, cause I yielded in an angry voice. We won't do that again. Draco promised this time. We're going with an escort. Wolf, are you giving into the mainstream? I asked you. So I guess I'll prep or Tristan or what now? No, he muttered loudly. I've become in a prep or what? I showed him gravely. You know me. I'm not. First come with me. He fell down to his knees and started singing The World is Black back to me. I was flattened cause that's not even a single he had memorized deluxe just for me. Then I guess I will have to, I said, and then we French for a while and I went up to my room. Bloody Mary was standing there, had to my go. She said it happens, he suspects jumping and so do I. That means how to do in Japanese. The will of that fucking poser got exposed. She failed all her classes and she skipped in math. And read no fucking suck fucko. It serves that fucking bitch right. I laughed angrily. Well, anyway, we were feeling all depressed. We watched some gothic movies like There's Nightmare Fucks Mask. Maybe Willow will do too. I say, go in. Bloody Mare shook her head and tickly left frankly. You don't have a confession after she got exposed. I muttered her and then Lupin did it with her cause he's a neck for that. Go in. I come in happily. We talk to each other in sounds for the rest of the movie. Oh, hey, dope. Him going to a concert with Draco tonight in Hogsmeade with I said. I need to wear like the hot set outfit even. Bloody Mary nodded and regretted Curly Elf told me let's go shopping. And Hot Topic, right nice. Already getting out my chill Hot Topic loyalty car. No, my head snaping up. What my head spoon? I could not believe it. Bloody Mary all over prep. You knew. She laughed. I found some cool gothic stores near Hogwarts, that's all. Who told nobody my ass so it would be Draco Dumbo or Vampire? Don't even say that name to me, or me. Dumbledore. She said, let me just call out Brahms. Humph Dumbledore. Eyes quickly. Yeah, I saw the map for Hogsmeade on his desk. She told me. Come on, let's go. We were going in the food bunker, so especially for the concerts in Hogsmeade. The salesperson was hotter than Garrett, except not cuz that's impossible, and he gave me a few dresses. We only have these for the real goths. The real goths, me and Bloody Mary asked. Yo wouldn't believe how many posers there are in this town, man. Yesterday, Lupin and Snap tried to buy a gothic camera punch. He shook his head. I didn't even know they had a camera. No, they're gonna spy me again. I cried, running out of the changing room wearing a long black dress with lots of red toe coming out and very low cut with a hook slit. Oh, my son, you have to buy that outfit, the salesperson said. Yeah, look. Totally hot, Bloody Mary. You know what? I'm gonna give it to you free cause I look really hot in that outfit. Hey, are you gonna be at the concert tonight? She asked. I look back at him. Hey, to my name's Giovanni Darkness, Demented Tire Away, what's yours? Tom Red, he said and ran a hand pro his black dot. Here, maybe I'll see you there tonight. Yeah, I don't think so cause I'm going there with my Dracula sick fire. I yelled angrily, but before he could get me to go with him, Hagrid flew in on his black robe looking worried. Of the body need I get back into the castle now. Chapter 17. Tom Riddle gave us some clothing stuff for free. He said he would help us with makeup if he wanted because he was really into fashion stuff. There's Mrs. U. Hodgett kept shooting at us to come back to Hogwarts. Hogwarts Sheldon really. Fuck off, you fucking bastard. Well, anyway, Willow came. Hodgett went away angrily. Hey, bitch, you look kawaii, she said. Yeah, but not as kawaii as you. I answered sadly because Willow's really pretty and everything. She was wearing a short black corset thing with blue red lace on it and a black blood-red miniskirt. With a fishnets and black pony boots that showed off how pale she was. She had a really nice body with big bobs and everything. She was thin enough to be an origin. So we're going to the concert with Draco, she asked him. Yeah. I said happily. I'm going with Jabo and Cheetah and Tapas have been fucking preps. We soon got dash. I just go to Joe was the sexiest guy ever. Not even sexier than he did in Piff. He had long raven black hair and piercing blue eyes. He was really skinny. He had an amazing ethnic voice. We must do hell and some other songs. Soon the guard pulled at his mask. Joe did the other members. I gasped it. And what guard at all? Was an ugly preppy man with no nose and red eyes. Never even ran away but me and Draco. Draco and I came. Was not more than DD deal. Homo Regalius, he shooted and stole it. No, hey, I told him to kill vampire. I'll have failed, and now I shall kill down Draco. No, please. We begged it sadly, but it took out his knife. Suddenly, a gothic old man flew in on his broomstick. He had long black hair and a loon black bread. He was wearing a black robe that said Avril Lavigne on the back. She shut a spell and Voldemort ran away. It was doubly hell. Chapter 18. I woke up the next day in my coffin. I walked out of it and put on some black eyeliner, black eye sorrow, blood-red lipstick, and a black really low-cut leader dress that was all ripping and stretched so you could see my belly. I was wearing a skull belly ring with black and red diamonds inside it. The night before Draco and I read back to the skull-gated skull cousin Gothic guy like that. Don't let no chest Voldemort away. We flew there on our brooms. Mine was black and the broom stuff was blue red. There was lace all over it. Draco had a blacker boot. We went back to our rooms and we had you-know-what to a Linkin Park song. Well, anyway, I went down to the Great Hall. All the walls were painted black and the tables were black too. But you could see that there was pink pant underneath the black pant. And there were pastors of poser bands everywhere. I got Lee Simpson and the Backstreet Boys. I shouted going to sit next to Lily Mary and Willow. Lily Mary was wearing black leather minute with a good trout of shirts, black fishnets, and black pointy boots. Willow was wearing a long gothic black dress with good red writing that was all Lesbian came up to your house and black boots and fishnets. Vampire, Dracula, and Draco came. We started to talk about who was sexier, Maki, Garrett Whale, Billy Joe Armstrong. The boys joined in cause they were black. Those guys are so fucking hot. Now was saying that suddenly a gothic old man with a black beard and everything came. It was the same one who had chased away Voldemort yesterday. He had normal tan skin, but he was wearing white foundation and he had dyed his hair black. No, what? We all gasped. I shouted and ran. I thought he was just wearing that to scare us more. Hello, Rio, he said happily. Hell, can't see I gave the room a makeover. What do you think about it? Everyone from the poser table in Gryffindor started to cheer. Well, we gots just looked at each other all disgusted and shook our heads. We couldn't believe what a poser he was home. You can call me Albert. He called as we left to our classes. What a fucking poser. Draco showed him really as we went to transformation. We were holding hands. Vampire looked really jealous. I could see him crying blood in a gothic way. Get it, way lit gun, but I didn't say anything. I bet he's having a midlife crisis. Will showed him. I was so fucking angry. Chapter 19, the Murdoch promise. All day we sat enjoying thinking about Dumbledore. We were so fucking pissed off. Well, I had wanted to look forward to the concert. It had been postponed, so we could all go. Anyway, I wanted to come on room sadly to cut classes. Draco was being all secretive. I asked what it was and he got all mad at me and started crying all hard and angsty and sensitive back us sore. No one fucking understands me when he showed it and realized his black hair one and his big blue eyes like Billy Joe and Billy for the broken dreams. He was wearing black baggy pants, a black shirt and a black tie. Get it, instead of tie cousin Gothic, I was wearing a black leader locker top with chains all over it, the black leader men in black high hell boots and a cross belly thing. My hair was all up in a mess. It really happened like immediately and gone up. Email me if you want to see the pic. Accuse me. What about me? I grow. But he grunted. You fucking bastard. Oh, no, wait. It's not what it fucking looks like. He shouted. But it was too late. I knew what I heard. I ran to the bathroom angrily. Craig Draco banged on the door. I whipped and whipped as my body eyeliner streamed down my cheeks and made cool tears down my face like Benjamin. The video for those and most brazen that is Sue video. I took out a cigarette and started to smoke pot. Suddenly Hagrid came. He had a parade. You gave me a fucking shock. I shoved it and really dropping my pot. What do you think you were doing in the girl's room? Only it was just Hagrid. Someone else was with him too. For a second I wanted to come Riddle, maybe Draco, but it was Dumbledore. Someone else too. Riddle me. Hey, I need to ask you a question, he said, pulling out his black one and he Gothic Plus. What are we into the concert? Oh no, Woomer, I guessed. No, I just saw there was a concert that a lot of goths and punks were going to. He said it with Draco as a surprise for Chapter 20. All day I wondered what the surprise was. Meanwhile, part of a black letter mini. A black corset with a police stuff all over it. Some black Gothic compact boots. Well, we're going to do the concert again, since Voldemort had taken over the last one. I split my wrist while I marched to in my bedroom all night, feeling excited. Suddenly someone knocked on the door while I was trying on some black clothes and motioned to Fang of Far Death Venom. I got all mad and turned it off. But secretly I hopped inside that it was Draco so we could do it again. What the fucking hell are doing? I showed and then really it was Lupin. I can't come read me or what? I yelled. I was allowed to say that because Dumbledore had told us all to be careful around him and Snap since he was a pedo. No! That shouldn't get as hell can I push borrow some condoms, he growled angrily. Yeah, so can fuck the 6-year-old girlfriend, huh? I shouted sarcastically. Broker said on the way. Well, anyway. I put on some black eyeshadow, black eyeliner, and some black lipstick and white foundation. Then I went and I gasped. Sneaking Lupin were in the middle of the empty hall. Through it. And Dobby was watching home. Oh my God, you ludicrous idiot. They both shooting and really when they saw me, Dobby ran away crying. He got up though. Normally I would have been turned on. I let seen guys do it. But bother them what fucking preps. The snake is moved to Gryffindor now. Well, is that why I want the condoms? I statistically I spelled that. Only you wouldn't give them to me, Lumpkin Shoulder and Grelly. Well, you should have told me I replayed. You didn't win. Snake began to Shoulder and Grelly, and then I took out my black camera and took a pic of them. I could see that they were naked and everything. Well, choose me. They both Shoulder and Grelly had all about. What was done to Zola? It was to blackmail our stock. So now next time you see me doing it with my boyfriend, you can't fucking rep me out while I show this to Dumbledore. So fuck off, oh bastards. I started to run. They chased me, but I threw my wall at them and they tripping over it. Well, anyway, I went outside and there was Vampire. Looking extremely fucking hot. Well, where Draco? Asked Ken. Oh, he's being a fucking bastard. He told me he wouldn't come. Vampire said, shaking his head, don't want to come with me to the concert. Then he showed me his flying car. I gasped. It was a black car. He said his dog for the series black ain't giving it to him. The license plate on the front said 666 on it. The one on the back said an OB on it. I gasped it. We flew to the concert hall where we were playing. Vampire and I began to make out motion the music. I gasped looking at the band. I almost had an orgasm till it was so fucking hot. He began to sing Helen and his sex and beautiful voice began to fill the hall. And then I heard some crying. I turned and saw Draco crying in a corner. Chapter 21. Later we all went in the store. Draco was crying in the come on room. Draco, are okay? I screamed in a Gothic voice. No, I'm not a fucking bitch. He showed it and Granley stated to run out of the place in a suicidal way. I stated to cry because I was afraid he would commit suicide. Since Uncle Kenobi said Vampire comfortably. You'll make him feel better. Oh, me and you go fuck him, want you? I shouted and ran and I ran to get Draco. Vampire came too. Draco, please come. He began to cry. Tears of blood came down his pale face. I was so turned on cause I had senses, my gosh. If I'm homophone, then fuck off. And then we heard some footsteps. Vampire got out his black invincibility cloak. We both got under. We saw the janitor, Mr. Norris there, shouting angrily with a flashlight in his hand. Who's there, shouting angrily? We saw Phil come. He went under the invisibility cloak and started to mew loudly. Is any of there? Yo, Mr. Norris. No fuck oh, you preppy little poser son of a fucking bitch. Vampire said under his brace in a disgusted way. It's just me who said that. Yo, Mr. Norris. Then he had Filch me. Filch is done yelling the day cloak. Yes, Filch nodded and then Well, for French me, did it just as Norris was taken up to cloak home. What the hell, but it was too late, cause now we were running away from him, and then we saw Draco crying, busting into tears and slitting his wrist outside of the school. Draco cried, okay? I guess so. Draco weak. We went back to our coffins Frenching each other. Draco and I decided to watch Lake Placid is the Depressant on a gothic red bed together. As I was about to put in the video, my eyes rolled up and suddenly I had a vision of something that was happening now. There was a note on the door and fucking the mystery of magic walked into the school. Chapter 22. All day everyone talked about the mystery of magic. Well, anyway, I woke up the next day. I was in my coffin, so I opened the door. I was wearing black lacy little pajamas. Then I gasped. Standing in front of me were Balloony, Mary, Vampire, Dumbo, Draco, Dracula, and Willow. I opened my crimson eyes. I'm fine, yielding as I jumped up. Why the fuck are you all here? You know me, something is really fucked up. Draco say, oh, but I need to put my fucking clothes on first. I showed it grimly. It's alright. We have to go now and you look cool anyway. You're so fucking beautiful, Draco said in a sexy voice. Oh, all right. I said smiling, but you have to tell me why you're being all erected. I will. He said, so I just put on some black eyeliner, black lipstick, and red eyeshadow and white foundation. Then I came. We all went outside the great hall and looking from a widow. A fucking prep called Brittany from Gryffindor was standing next to us. He was wearing a pink mini and a hairy duff t-shirt, so we put up our middle fingers at him. Inside the great hall, we could see Dumbledore. Cornelia Fudge was there shouldering at Dumbledore. Doris Rumridge was there, too. This cannot be, she shouldering angrily. Show must be closed. The Bark Lord is planning to kill the students. No, Cornelia Fudge, you are not fit to be the principal any longer. Hell, Rumridge, you're too old and your Alzheimer's is dangerous. You must retreat or Voldemort will kill your students. Very well, Dumbledore said angrily, but we cannot do this. We can't close the school. There is only one person who is capable of killing Voldemort, and she is in the school. Her name is Enemy Darkness Demented Raven. Wait, Draco cried. Oh, Darkness will have Vampire and Bloody Mary looked at each other. I gasped. Chapter 23. The door opened and Professor Rumridge and Cornelia Fudge stomped out angrily and Dumbledore and Rumridge sold us. Mr. Wayne, what the beep are you doing? Rumridge shouted angrily and Dumbledore glared at her. Oops, she made a mistake. He corrupted her. She means how everybody come in. Well, we all came in angrily, so did all the other students. I sat between Darkness and Draco and opposite Bloody Mary. Crab and Go started to make some morbid jokes. They both looked exactly like Vilvallo. I ate some conch chocolate and drank some blood from a cup. Then I heard someone shooting angrily. I looked behind me, it was Vampire. He and Draco were shooting at each other. Vampire, Draco, I gasped. You fucking bastard, yelled Draco and Vampire. I want to shit next to her own him too. Not to shit this, don't you so understand? No, I do, show it. No, she goes fucking like a hoe. You son of a bitch, yelled Draco. No, fuck you, motherfucker. She lays me, not you, shouted Vampire. And then he jumped on Draco. No, not in that way. They started to fight and beat up each other. Someone yelled at them, but they didn't stop. All of a sudden, the terrible man with red eyes and no nose flew in on his broomstick. He had no nose and was wearing a gray robe. On a glass in the window, he flew and fell apart. Ready, that fucking prep started to cry. Vampire and Draco stopped fighting. I shot the deed, everyone gasped, and Durham fell silent. Rosemont, Bobby, don't thou send a Lily in his raspy voice. Thou hast failed the mission, now I shall kill Vampire as well. If thou does not kill him before, then I shall kill Draco too. Plus, don't make me kill him, plus I beg it. No, I'll brutally kill him. I shall kill him anyway. And he flew away cackling, and I burst into tears. Draco and Vampire came to conquer me. Suddenly my eyes rolled up so they looked all cool and gothic. I had a vision where I saw some lightning flash and then Voldemort coming to kill Draco while Draco slit his wrist in a depressed way. No! I screamed sexually. Suddenly I locked up and stopped having the vision. Everybody, oh, you alright? Asked Draco in a worried voice. Yeah. I said sadly as I got up. Everything's all right at no bed. Vampire sensitive. No, it's not. I shouted and growled. Tears of blood went down my face. What if I'm getting possessed like in the ring too? It's a girl. Said Bloody Mary. Maybe you should ask Professor Sinister about what the visions mean, though. Oh, bitch. I said sadly, and then we went. Chapter 24. Well, we had the vision next, so I got to ask Professor Trevor about the visions. Kinda sure everybody come in, said Professor Sinister in Japanese, smelled at me with her gothic black lipstick. She's the coolest fucking teacher is, so she had long, deep black hair with blue red tips and red eyes. Her mom was a vampire. She's also half Japanese, so she speaks it and everything. She's believing might get along great. She's really young for a teacher. True that she was wearing a black leader top with red lace and a long gothic black red dress. We went inside the black classroom with pastors of Emily the Strong. I raised my hand. I was wearing some black nail polish with red pentagrams on it. Sneeze. What is it, Bonnie? She asked. Yeah, I love a nail polish. Where to get it? Hot topic. Yeah, I ain't slung. All the preps who didn't know what it was gave me weird looks. I gave them the middle finger. Well, I have to talk to you about some things. When do you want to do it? How about now? She asked. Oh. I say, our class fucking dismissed everyone. Professor Troy said and she let everyone go. Said for you, Brittany. You pointed at Brittany and some other press. Please do exercise, get it. One on page 3. I'm having lots of visions. I said in a worried voice. I'm so worried his Draco going to die. Well, she gave me a black crystal ball to lock in. I looked at it. What are you? She asked. I said I see a black gothic skull and a pentagram. Suddenly there was a knock at the door. I looked at it. It was Draco. He was looking really sexy wearing a black leader facet, a black gothic Lincoln Park shirt, and black Congress shoes. Okay, you can go now, see ya cunt, said Professor Sinister. Bye, bitch. I said with it. I went to Draco and Vampire was sitting next to him. We both followed Draco together and I was so excited. Chapter 25. I was so excited. I found out Draco wondering if we were going to do it again. We went outside and then we went into Draco's black car. Ronnie, what the fuck did Professor Trevor say? Whispered Draco, potting his gothic with hand with black nail polish on mine. She said she would tell me what the visions mean. Tell them all. I grumbled in a sexy voice. He took out a Herald cavern and spiked it and gave it to me to spawn. He started to deflate a car into a tree. We went to the top of it. Draco put on some cup and all the things that you never ever told me. And all the smiles that are ever gonna haunt me, sang girl's sexy voice. We started tying on each other's clothes feverishly. He took of my black tongue and my black leader bar. I took of his black boxers then. He put his trump in, you know, one of my tools sexually. Draco, I screamed, having an orgies. We stayed in French and passively. Suddenly I fell asleep. I started having a dream. Then a black guy was shooting 2 gothic men with long black hair. No, please don't fucking kill us, only pleaded, but he just kept shooting them. He ran away in a red car. No, I fucking gotta live, and I shouted in a scared voice. How about it, what's wrong? Draco asked me as I woke up opening my see blue eyes. I started to cry and tears of blood went down my face. I told Draco to a vampire. He did it with his black Lincoln Park mobile. But the worst thing was who the poo was shot in a dream well. Lucian and Sarah's own 111, chapter 26. A few rotates later, vampire came to the tree. He was wearing a black leader Jackson, black leader pants, and a good trelon shirt. I'm vampire. I said flirtily as I started to sob. Draco hugged me sexually, trying to comfort me. I started to cry tears of blood and then told them what happened. Oh, fuck it. Vampire showed him really. Therefore started to cry sadly. What fucking dick did that? I don't know. I said, now come on, we have to tell Dumbledore. We ran out of the tree and into the castle. Dumbledore was sitting in his office. Silent as heaven shot, Draco said while we whipped some tears from his white face. Then Obi had a vision in a dream. Dumbledore started to cockle. How do I expect me to know Bonnie's not divisional? I glared at Dumbledore. Look, motherfucker. He said and really is Dumbledore gasket is the tune of cracker. Oh, know very well that I'm not decisional. So I get some fucking blood there to look for Ceres and lotion, Porto. Okay. He said an animated voice. Where are they? I thought about it. Then all of a sudden, here's Dumbledore. Since I told him which street, he went and told some people and did some stuff. After a few minutes, he came back and said people were going out looking for them. After a while, someone called him again. He said that they had been found. Draco, Vampire, and I left to our rooms together. I went with Draco to wait in the nurse's office while Vampire went to slit his wrist in his room. We looked at each other's gothic tober's eyes. Then we kissed. Series and lotion came in on stretcher. And Professor Sinister was behind them all. Chapter 27. Vampires will never hurt you. Every only room stayed to cry happily. I saved them. Draco Notion series one vampire came to hug me. The nurse started to give them medicine. Come on, Anobi, said Prophet in a threat. She was wearing a dotted black leader dress with a corset top and real vampire blood on it and fucking black platinum boots. I have to tell you the fucking condition. I like that lotion. Sorry, Drake and vampire. They not interested. I smelled happiness and went into a dark room. Science hands Professor Sinister took out some black cards. She started to look into a black personal ball. She said, Doris, I see dry times are near. She said badly she peered at the ball. Still see you must go back in time. She took out a time tunnel like the Bloody Mary had. When Voldemort was in Hogwarts before he became powerful, he got his house broken. Now do you think he would still become Voldemort if he was in love? I shook my head. You must go back in time and send us him. It is the only way. If he is still evil, then you must kill him. You can come to my room tomorrow and you can do it. Okay. I said sadly, it gets touched in. I went outside again, sadly. What fucking happened? Asked Draco and Vampire. It happened, asked Darkness, Willow, and Boney Mari. I was about to tell them, but Avrio was there, so they celebrated Lucian and Ceres being fun. Everyone was proud of me, but I just wanted to talk to Draco. They were cheesing my name and some reporters were there, trying to interview Dumbledore. A banner was put up. Lots of fucking brats were there, obviously trained to be Buffett wearing the him sign on their hands to fight them not having a chilly head of him. Even Mr. Norris looked happy. A black and red cake had been brought out. Krabby and Goat set up some fireworks in the shape of skulls from Weasley's Wizard Wizards. I put on my invisibility coat with Vampire and Draco and we sneaked outside together. Chapter 28. We went into a black room. The walls were black with portraits of gothic bands, Lake Murky and Marlon Mason all over them. A big black muffin was in the middle, red velvet line. The black box. There were 3 chairs made of bones with real skulls and damn. I was wearing a black corset bar with purple stuff on it, fishnet stockings and a black leather thong underneath. I sat down one of the chairs, dispersilis of the Draco and Vampire. Are you okay? Melbourne's got in his overstalled hand on mine. He was wearing black nail polish. I was wearing black nail polish with red cross on it. Yes, I said sadly. Draco's got his hand on mine sexually. I smiled sadly with my black lipstick. The problem is, I have to send you small. They'll have to go back in time. Draco started to cry sadly. Vampire hugging him. It's okay, Bobby said finally. What about me? I'm not gonna break up or anything on you. Of course not. I gasped. Really? He asked. Sure. I say it. We French sex in the vampire looked at us longingly. Then I took off Draco's shirt and seductively took off his pants. He was hung like a stone. He had replaced the vampire tattoo that said Anobi on it. Black roses were around it. I gasped. He looked exactly like your way. Then I took a bit of camo. I had said it was a fall. Yes. I took of my clothes and we weren't for to rid of her left. We started Frenching as we clambered into the coffin. He put his spark in my you-know-what and passively we did it. I love you, Marvel. Let me feel. I need to feel. He screamed as we got an orgasm. We watched Vampire filmed everything perfectly. Suddenly, what the fuck are you doing? It was dope and Professor Goggle 111, chapter 29. Oh my side, we screamed as we jumped out of the coffin. Snapping Professor Dude at the start to show us hungrily. From now on, Preacher gonna yell there. We did guiltily. We left the room putting on our clothes. Duke covered the caramel and put it in his pocket. Hey, what the fuck 111 Vampire shooting angrily? Yeah, Buster, what the fuck are you going to do with the fucking camera and Draco Demon and all protective? Looking at me longly with his gothic red eyes. Look, I knows your little secret. It will do this again, then it will go this mango. So give back the camera 11. Aye, the mystery of magic thinks he's crazy. There's no way they will believe him. To bluff me then. Yes, so shut your mouth, you innocent fools. Now, Professor Goggle, she made us come into a weird room with white stones all around it. There were all these word tools in it. Draco started to cry out sexy and sexist get it, cause he's a sexual low-tongue fella rules for this, but not as much as girl the sexual legs. I love old folk and rock marry me 111. I started to cry tears of blood. It happened. Bramber Chronics of Raven said so far go on. Then I took out a black handkerchief and started to wipe my red eyes. And then he and Super took out guns using magic. They started to shoot each other. Really, none of the bullets got on each other yet. I took out my wand. Crosshair shot it. Snap stated to scram he dropped the gun, but it was too late. Both of them had run out of bullets. I stopped the cuss. Professor Google did a spell so that we were all chained up. She took out a box of tools. Then she said, "Observers, I'm going to go now." She left. Snap started to laugh. The Empire started to cry. Kenobi said, "Draco, Evergreen will be all right. Remember the Sadio took of Snake." Snape laughed again. And then he took out some what's on 11:11. Chapter 30. No 11, we screamed sadly. That stated off immediately. He took out a camera and he came towards Draco one. Took some stones out of his pocket. Put the stones around Draco and lit a candle. What the fuck are doing? I shoot it on Grin. Snoop laughed immediately. He pulled down his pants. I gasped it there was a dirt mark on his, 111. Here with his wand and a knife came. He gave the knife to me. Almost had from Pa. He said to me, "Photo, then I'll rat Draco." Said just some rooms. He stood all in a big different red shoulder, too. No, you fucking best friend or you did. But then Draco looked at me savage. His evil gothic red eyes that looked so depressing and sexy. He looked exactly like a pentagram logo. Get it, cause him a sadness between Kurt Cobain and Gerard. But then I looked at Vampire and he looked so smashy too with his gothic black hair. I thought of the time when we screwed in the time I did it with Draco and Dumbledore came in the tape where Draco almost committed suicide and Vampire was so sporty. Snap laughed angrily, started to pray to Voldemort. He started doing incapacitation dancing around the Stokes whipping Draco and Vampire. Suddenly an idea I had. I closed my eyes and using my vampire powers, I sent a telepathic message to Draco and Vampire so they would destruct Snape. No matter, we'll get old Draco shooting. Yeah, just wait up till the Mr. Find Out leaving Vampire yell. Meanwhile, I took out my wand. You read it to his daughter head on 111. Snoop yielded. He took off all of Draco's clothes just as he was about to rape him. Crosshair should have pointed my wand. Snoop screamed and started running around the room screaming. See why I grabbed my black mobile and said it's too serious. I stopped doing crucial. You done hit on 111 and going to kill, shoot at Snake, but suddenly Silver's came. Snake put the whip behind his back. Oh, hell, said I was just teaching them something. He lied. But suddenly losing and Professor Trevelry came into the room and they and Sirius unlocked the chains and put them around Snap. Then Professor Trevelry said, "Come on, everybody, let's go." Chapter 31. I always knew we're on Voldemort's side. You son of a bitch of Buffy Rock on 111. Sirius said to Snake, "No, I'm not. I was teaching them something on Snap plane." Oh, fucking yeah. I took some black power monster out of my pocket and gave it to Silver's face. He made Snap during it. He did on Graves. And Luscious took out a tape recorder and started playing while he did curses on Snap. Then Professor Sinister and Lucian made us get out with them while Snape told his secrets. Lucian took Vampire and Draco to the nurse after thanking me a million times. Professor Trevelry took me to a dark room. Now I was going to go back in time to sit us Baltimore. Moving posters of brain driven a world over. Homo and Arcus and Willow came too. Little Mary gave me a black bag from some red store. What's in the bag? Asked Professor Trevelry. "Oh, well," she said. "I found the bag, and it was a sexy tight-little smart black leather gothic dress that had red crusted stuff in there was a silk up the lid. I put it on. My friends helped me put on black fishnets and black pony boots Willow had chosen. Willow and Darkness helped me put on black eyeliner and blonde red lipstick. You look fucking cool, bitch. Will they marry? Say, thanks. I said, "Oh, now you are going to go back in 10. Said Professor Sinister. "We'll have to do it in a full session." She gave me a black dot and put it in a strap on my fishnets like in red as net evil. Then she gave me a black time turner. After an hour, was the time turner to go back here. Professor Trevelry said. Then she and Belinda Mary put a pencil in front of me, every one in front of it. Good luck whenever young shooting. Darkness and Willow gave me this touching. Then I jumped sexily into the pencil. Suddenly I was in front of DissTube. In front of me was one of the sexiest doctors I had ever seen. He was wearing long black hair, kinda like my Kiwi, only black. He had green eyes like Billy Joe and strong and pale with skin. He was wearing a black ripped-up suit with Vans. It was the Model 1111, Chapter 32. I said flirt to him and over waiting you students. I shook my pale hands with their black no polish with him. Their name's Tom. Said, I can't call me Saturn, that's my middle name. Said that he's the middle man. Call him the Saturn. Says the decent talk. We shook hands. Well, come on, we have to go upstairs. Said, I followed him. He said to no happen to be a fan of Grande. This man, if innocence don't exist yet, then. I asked him, oh my fucking God, how did I know? Said, Gaspar, actually, I like a lot too. Yeah, because you did that song, I just want to live, that sounded really 80s. On me too. I replied happily. Guess what they have a concert in Hogsmeade? Said was called Hogsmeade Ice. Yeah, that's what they used to call it in these time before it became Hogsmeade in 2000. He told me all secretarily, there's a really cool shop called Hot. Stop it. I finished it happy again. He from confusely, it was called Hottest Show. He smiled sturdily again. Then in 1998, they changed it to October. He moaned. Oh, now everything was making sense for me. He was dumb leader, your principal showed it. Uh-huh. He looked at his black nails, him and Slytherin, and he looked at their end. Black nose. Me too. I shrieked. Who go to the skull? Get it, 'cause I'm Gothic. He asked him. Yeah, that's why I'm here, new. I smelled happily. Suddenly, Dumbledore flew in on his broomstick and started shooting at us, angry, no talking in the halls. He had short blonde hair and was wearing a polo shirt from American Overload for stupid dogs. Sat and rolled his eyes. He's so mean to us dogs and punks just because we are Slytherin and we are not preps. I turned around and growling. Actually, I think maybe it's because of the Bart Lord. Who's fierce angrily? Oh, nothing. I said sweetly. Then suddenly the floor opened. Oh, no, I seen as I fell down. Avery looked at me weirdly. Hey, where are we going? Said and asked till I fell. I got out of the hole and was back in the pensive in Professor Trevelyan's classroom. It was dear. Dumbledore, I think I just met him. I say, oh yeah, I remember that. Dumbledore said, trying to be all Gothic. Sinister came in. He just is my classroom waiting with Nobi. What the hell are you doing? Oh, I looked at her. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. I screamed forgetting she was a teacher for Satan, but she's a goth, so it's all. Professor Sinister looked sad. I was drinking Voldemort's syrup. She started to cry black tears of depression. Dumbledore didn't know about that. Hair crying till blood. He asked Tori's lady touching a tear. Fuck off. We both said and Dumbledore took his hand away. Professor Sinister started crying again in her chair, sobbing with tears. Honking Nobi. I think I'm addicted to Voldemort's syrup. And see if I can press don't fuck yourself. That's the resistance to go to hell 1,111,112. Chapter 33. Oh my fucking god, I shoot it sadly. Should we get a tooth-mangus bitch? Hell no. She said, listen to doctor, I need her help. Next time I go back in 10. You think a con is coming doesn't for some help? Sure, I said sadly and went outside the door. Draco was there 111. He was wearing a big black kit, which was his panimus. Hey, sexy, I say, how'd it go, Nobi? Yesterday his voice was so sexy and loud, kind of like yours when he's talking. Fine, I responded. We stared to go back into the door. How far did it go with said Draco asked you lastly? Not too far, alright. Oh, will you have to do it with him? Draco asked gangsterly. I'll hop not too far. 111 I showed an angry. I felt bad for shooting at him. I said sorry, he French. What happened to Snap? I groaned. You will see. Draco giggled mistressfully. He opened the door. Snap Lumpkin was there. 11 series was pokering them by stabbing them with a black knife. You does 11 Lumpkin bang in a series started to suck his blood. I last says to Coliash. I took some photos of him and Snap in tuck clear. Look, I know this is men, but think about it. Put their penis the snap trick to rap there in no way satisfied as any seen track attack reloads. We took some unsniff his blood, then Draco and I went back to our rooms. We sat on my Gothic black coffin. My clothes were kinda dirty, so apart on a black leader outfit figure, kinda like the one so then has an under wall. If you haven't heard of it, then Funko 111. I put on some black platform high heel. Draco put on Desolation Livers Bind. Oh, Draco 111 dancing. 111. Oh, my fucking god, Draco 11. I screamed passively as he got an irritation. I love a Tabari. He whispered sexually and then we fell asleep. Low. Chapter 34. I woke up in the coffin the next day. Draco was done. I got up and put on a black tight sex interest that was all ripped at the end. There was red corset stuff going up the front and the back and it came up to my knees. There was a slit in the dress linking my mercin. I bought a ripped black fishnets and black stilton boa. Suddenly, Thorius cocked on the door. Open it. Hi, Bonnie, he said. Guess what? I have to come to Professor Sinister's office. Oh, I said in a depressed voice. I had one to fuck Draco, maybe listen to cry in an instant. I came anyway. So what the fuck happened to Snap and Lupin? I asked Thorius furtively. I fucking tortured them. Henceforth and stands to quit. They are not present now. No, I love the building. Where Draco and Vampire are mother. They are two from school today. Sodomized moan sexually. Now they are watching the Nightmare for Christmas. We went into the office. Professor Sinister was there. She was wearing a gothic black dress that was all written all over. Kinda like the one of me Lee Wears in this pic. She was drinking some Voldemort's. She took out the pencil in the time turner. And Nobel had to do a nose session now, so I needed to get me the car for being and take it to. She said sadly, good luck, thanks. Yeah, if you will. And then I jumped into the principal again. Suddenly I looked around. I was in the Great Hollywood concert collect this morning. I was sitting next to Santa. On the table was a tall gothic man with long black hair, pale skin and blue eyes, wearing a suit and black Converse shoes. He looked just like Charlie Manson. I noticed Steve was drinking a porter. Who's the 11 eyes? He asked. Oh, that's Professor Slutboy. Sad say. He's the portent's teacher. Hey, Bonnie? Yeah. I asked. Didn't know that Marilyn Mason is playing the Haunts of Me tonight, and they're showing the exercise at the movies for that. Yeah. Well, want to go to the Condon the movie with me? Chapter 35. Possible. I wanted to get common road thinking of sad, and suddenly I gasped. Draco was there 111. I grasped it like this 111 wearing black leather pants, a black long compressed shirt, and black eyeliner. Draco would have fucked with dumb 111,000. 111 I gasped. Huh? Yes, then I remembered. It was Draco. It was knocking on he still had two arms. Oh, I lotion what I said. Everybody that knew still didn't know we shook hands. Yeah, sat and told me about you. Said he pitted to a group of 60 gothic guys. They were sitting in a corner cutting it for serious vampires dead and snap. All of them were wearing black eyeliner and black control band shirts. Listen, I'm in a goth band with those guys. He said, we're playing Trinidad tomorrow and make sure it's back up. Ollie, I asked him. Yeah. He said, we're called Black Stars. I play T-Gunner. Sparkus plays the drums, he said, pounding to him. Snap plays the boss, and James plays the gunner too, even though we call him Samurai. For Samurai Durant. Hey, bastards. I told them they gave me the instruction. Suddenly I gasped it again, but don't have a lead singer. I asked him, looked on sadly. We asked a bunch of D. She attempted suicide by slitting her wrists. Oh, my fucking got a living, that's so fucking sad when I guessed. It's okay, but we need a new lead snicker, someone said. Well, I sent him in the bed myself. Real ass and snot. I couldn't believe it. He's too gothic 111. Yeah, we're called Bloody Gothic Row 666. Don't wanna hum me sing? You said every old so the guys talk out to dozens. They began to pay a song by Get It Cuz by Dozens, so 611 done day. I walked his them straight on the delivery of broken drums. I sang sexually and not on the lyrics to that song. Aaron Jasper, and up in here joined the band. Puzzle Big Lucian Samurai, Serious and Snap. Oh, I shrugged. Now we going to play tonight. Yeah. They say, oh, I said, but I had to get a new outfit. I walked outside wondering how I could go forward in time. Suddenly someone jumping for the bed was Buddy Leon. He was wearing a black shirt and black baggy jeans. What the hell don't he 11 eyes? I will help her go forward in Tim and Nobe. He said seriously then. He took out a black tin machine. I went into it, and suddenly I was forward in Tim on 111, chapter 36. I looked around a depressed way. Suddenly I saw Professor Sinister, Bloody Mary, Socrates, and Draco, Vampire, and Willow Winter, Tundra, on stories. I saw him say my own, snip every 11,111. I can't believe Snap us to Gothic 111,000. 111 and been so been told to tell the times and times and tell the tell the tell the tell under the tell the stop the tell the tell the ten on itself the self and the tell self nuts and self and tell essentially yes no and the twos and taste nuts and it's not there yeah, I know. Serious said sadly. Oh, hey that bitch. Professor Tregory said in her mobile stunk and some off tomorrow. I Fuka said, listen, said and asked me out to a gothic concert and a movie, so I need a sexy new outfit for the date. Also, I'm playing the gothic band, so I need an outfit for that too. Oh, my satin home, get it those cause she's gothic, gasped Belati Mary. Want to go to a topic to shop for our outfit? Oh, let's have a group cutting session 11, said Professor Tregory. I can't fucking wait for that, but we need to get some stuff first, said Willow. Yeah, we need some potions for Professor Tregory so she won't be addicted to Voltmossum anymore also. Some the potion for Nobe. Doctor said resultantly. Well, we have potions class now. Well, I said, so let's go. We would settle into potions class, but Snap wasn't there. Instead there was Cornelio fuck 11,111. Hey, where the fuck is Dumbledore 111 Dracula shoulder and Grelly? Still one shooting Cornelio fuck. There's an ass cabin now with snipping, looping, here sold and wiki has cancer now to a work 111 time and class cabin and sold sold it to oh, damn, the choose. That's such a call you. My friends and I talked on Grilly. Can you believe Snap used to be got a clone vampires to cross lately? That's an 11 Cornelio fuck shooting Andre. I'm getting Professor Bridge 111. Yeah. I'm getting Professor Bridge 100 and Cornelio fuck shooting the bridge on the juke and the Andre and it he stomped it out angrily. My friends and I began talking again. I began to drink some blood mixed with beer. Suddenly I saw Hagrid in the cupboard. What is he doing? I asked him. I looked at Draco. He went into the island. He locked chips in the eggs. Suddenly, Hagrid, what the fuck was doing the living? He's shooting. I looked around. Hagrid was putting something in my glass of blood and living Dr. Vampire started to beat him up sexually. God of such a poser while shooting at Hagrid. Suddenly, I looked at what he was putting in the blood. It was Amazing Portion 111, chapter 37. Doctor's point of view, no vampire, and I chained Hagrid to the floor. Oh, my fucking Saturn 11 and Obi said she was so hot, maybe I could use Amazing Potion to make Saturn fall in love with me faster. But also such a wonderful and way take, said Vampire. I would have needed to make everything go faster, though, said Anobi. But you won't have to do it with him or anything. Well, I still loosely. I'm the guys are so scary, and said, Brittany, you fucking prat. Shut the fuck up, said Willow. Oh, well, anyway, let's go to Professor Trevor's room. Draco! Oh, and I went to Professor Sinister's room, but Professor Sinister was there. Instead, Jimreed was, oh, I thought, cause he said, listen, I got some cool new clothes. I took out the clothes from the bag. There's a gothic black leader miniskirt that said 666 on the back. Black Stilton boots, blue red fishnets, and a black corset. Thanks. I said, hugging him in a gothic way. I took the clothes in the bag. Oh, Professor Sinister said, what the fuck should we do? Suddenly he looked at a sign on the black wall. Oh, my fucking said and I screamed as I read it. On it said it real Professor Sinister is away. She is in his cabin now. Classes shall be taught by Dumbledore, who is back, but he shall not be principal for now. Sincerely, Professor Rumbridge. I'm from 111. I showed them really. How could they do that? Leaving plan hunting. Suddenly, Dumbledore came. What the hell would Dumbledore my fast one? He began to shoot angry. Suddenly, I saw Morty please back to machine 111. I jumped sedatively into it, leaving Draco vampire. Suddenly, I was back in 1011. I looked around. Truth is, Professor Slutbone's head face. I sneaked around. Suddenly, I saw an amazing portion on his desk. It was black with blue red pentagrams in it. It was the shape of a cross. I put it in my pocket. Suddenly the door opened. It was Professor Slutdog 11. I'm water doing Fuka. He shooting angrily. I don't know what the fuck we're doing. I shouted angrily. Oh, sorry. I was just looking around because I thought it was class. You said finally open. He couldn't get potion in her pocket. Oh, I can go now, said Professor Slutball. You went to the common room after putting on my clothes. So Zamora and Snap were there practicing vampires will never hurt a mind. Oh, are you guys? I said seductively. Where said it? Oh, he's coming. Said serious. You can call me heads now. Suddenly Saturn came. He was wearing a Mexican black leader jacket, some black Congress shoes, a slip-knot shirt, and a black tie. Unc, I will see you guys at the concert. I said, and then I went with Saturn. Chapter 38. Saturn and I walked to his car. It was a black car with pentagrams all over it. On the license plate said 666 just lit Dracula's car. I wanted it seductively and started to drive it. We talked about Saturn's blows. He was named after Saturn. Cotton must have been Gothic. Oh, my sad cat is so fucking hot and live in Baltimore and agreed as we smoked some weed. Cause my guys are hot, they're so sensitive. I love them logos, but the bad guy. Low. I totally decided not to commit suicide when I heard hollering. I said in a flirty voice, "He said you know the cut for one blur addicted to Baltimore, sir." Well, he thought, "I think I'll have to drink that by blood." Suddenly, Baltimore parked the car behind a black movie theater. Saturday and I walked outside. We went into the movie theater where they were showing this. A sister and a boy and a girl were doing it. Suddenly a serial killer came low. Saturday and I laughed at the blood because we are sadists. Saturday, while Saturday was watching the movie, I had an idea. I took Sad's Gothic Black Nightmare for Christmas, started essentially from his pocket and put some amazing potion in it. I put it back in his black and mild strange bag. Saturday turned around and started to smoke it. Black clouds with red pentagrams in them started to fly around everywhere. I'm on 111, Sad said, jumping up. I gasped because I was afraid he'd no time. Stand over, guess what? I know that the amnesia had worked. Amnesia potion has not been invented yet, so will not work. Said, too bad, because I wanted to use some on it. I raised my suggestion and then he took off my clothes sexually and we started to make out. I took a his shit. He had six-pack just to the yard way 11 we French. Excuse me, but I'm going to have to leave 111 shoot at the lady behind us. She was a prep. Fuck 11, I said. Suddenly there, take her soaking all her blood. You 11, she screamed. All the preps and did a scream, but it's real as crap because Saturday and I looked so cold together. Saturday and I started to walk outside. Somehow to do that, Voldemort asked in a turn-on voice. I'm a vampire, I said as we went into the car. Seriously, Gaspy? Yeah, seriously, I said drinking some beer. Saturday started to drive the car. I smelled happily. It's too bad we didn't get to the rest of the movie. Don't you think? Yeah. I said as we got past Headley, Saturday parked in a black driveway next to the place where Draco out had watched me for the first time. We went inside where Marilyn Mason was playing and started to move slow. And Tapper now done too far juice crystal for style laving and living scream mauling on the stage. We did the diva fingers. I started to dance really close to Saturday. He was so schmitz AM, he looked at me all over with his gothic red eyes and he looked exactly like Mikey Way. I almost got an orgasm. Suddenly Marilyn Mason stopped singing. I would like to piece of it. Let's start to living, he said. I ran on stage. Lucian, Samaro, snapping hands were there. They started to play their instruments. I got a stank. Well, for one and honesty, that's all I had to say. 11, I sang. I got on the lyrics to that song, my folks sounded the pentagram between immediately and a gold version of Gilroy War. Every claps and got an irritation. I'm not okay. I sang finally. Suddenly, Lotion started playing the song wrong by mistake. I'm phone yielded James. What the fuck? Whoops, I'm sorry, said Lotion. You fucking the show on James' shoulder name, really? Oh, guys are such preps. 11 snap say. Come on, it was a mistake on. Yeah, it's not his fault. 11 said serious. No hero in the fucking song, yelled Sam R. Oh, God, stop 11. I so told angrily, but it was too late. They all began to fight. Julian Sarah took out his knife. No 11 showed nothing, but it was too late. James tried to show off his arm. And then I jumped sexily in front of the bully 11. No 111 yielded every own, but it was too late. Suddenly everything went black. Okay, it's finally over. Just as trist that was hell. Somebody fetch me the star rod. Also, hope you enjoyed listening to me suffer for you guys. Have a great day.